Here's what I want to tell you. If you are making progress towards achieving something, if you are making progress, it doesn't matter how small or big the progress is. Don't let anyone distract you. You know, like, since when did you become so dependent, attached to what other people think of you? I mean, why is it relevant? Ask yourself, why is it relevant anyway? You know? See, listen, some days it's gonna feel like you made the biggest breakthrough. Other days, it's gonna feel like you're not moving. It's gonna feel like things are not changing. Both days though, you made it. I mean, you're still here. You know, you're watching me right now. You're alive. You know why? Because you matter. You matter. You know, you are needed. Now, I don't know you well enough to know what skills, abilities, talents you have, but I know, and I've spoken with enough people to tell you this, I know that you are special. I know that you matter. You know, and if there's anybody who tells you that you don't, it's because they don't know that they also matter. They don't see it in themselves. How do you expect them to see it in you? You know? They don't know that they also count, that they also are special. So paddle along. Paddle along. I mean, don't take what they say or do to heart. You know, why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? Because if you are trying to achieve something, you need fuel. That fuel comes in a form of energy and time. See, your energy and time is the fuel that you use to put in the effort over time to achieve your goal. You know, so why would you want to waste it on what others think of you? You know? Perspective shift. Listen, whatever you are in life, I can guarantee you one thing. And listen, I've spoken with enough people from different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different social orientations to tell you this. Your capacity to grow and become has no limits. It's limitless. You know, your capacity, of course, you're not taught that in schools, which is why I created that free course for you. You know, on the website, you can go find it there. It's a free course. You just have to make the time for it. You know, it basically summarizes everything you need to know about personal development and the science of achievement. Your capacity to grow and become has no limits. The only question is how much more you want to become. And listen, everyone is different. Some people's definition of more is more money, more cars, more travel, more fashion, you know? Others people's definition of more is more joy, more love, more peace, more passion, you know? Our needs are different, you know? And it's not my place or your place to make sense out of what makes someone else happy, you know? Like, again, it's not my place to judge someone on what makes them happy. It's their life, you know? So let's stop comparing, you know? It's really the comparison game that got most of us out of balance. You know, what you value and want has to stem from what you value and want. Perspective shift. It's worth it to pause and reflect Ask yourself, why are you after what you're after? Please don't obsess about achieving something just because of how it will make you appear to other people. Like, some people fall into this trap and end up miserable. Because, why? Because they lose themselves in the process. You know? And now they have to begin the search for themselves all over again. Because they're scattered everywhere. They're scattered everywhere, pleasing others people's expectations of them. And they can't pinpoint where they actually stand and what they really want. Then they lose patience and blame it on other people. And if they can't find anyone else to blame, they blame the world. When they themselves are the world they're blaming. That's why perspective shift. See, I can give it to you in one word, in a 5-letter word. Everything boils down to this word. It's what separates the successful from the miserable. It's what separates the rich from the poor. It's what separates the genius from the average. 5-letter word. Hone it right, and you win your world. 5-letter word. Focus. See, what you focus on, you feel, and it affects what you do. I go in more depth on this in the free course I was telling you about. But for now, I just want to leave you with this. How you view your world has more to do with your view than the world itself. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. All this to say, really, Habibi, is that the possibilities are there. You just have to change the angle in order to see them. And the best way you can do that is to speak with someone. Why? Because it will help you organize your thoughts better. It will give you the clarity on what direction to move towards, what to focus on. It's really all about knowing your knowing your place, respecting your pace, and knowing that it's not a race. Perspective shift.